Skrill boys, TGT and Vids. Tonight is Christmas Eve. Oh, hello there. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Skrill Boys TGDM Vids. It's me, your host, Nicholas, as always, and if you couldn't tell, it's Christmas Eve. Yep, tonight's the night of the 24th, and the lead up to the day of the 25th, Christmas, where you open up presents that Santa Claus and your parents have left under the tree. And yeah, it's suffice to say that it's my favorite holiday. Well, yet again, Santa Claus had Christmas lights necklace, anyways. Last year for Christmas, I uploaded a video talking about the anomaly that was the Polar Express, a 2004 movie that was based off a 80s children's book of the same name. It wasn't really an anomaly of like the story or like any of that stuff. It's just the way it looked made it the anomaly it is. Today I bring to you a similar video, but it's on a different film, and this one kind of is underappreciated, if I may say that. And it's a little known film called Klaus. Maybe you heard of it. So, for those who are not in the know, Klaus is an animated film that released in 2019 on November 8th on the streaming platform Netflix. And just saying that, you can understand why not as much people have heard about this honestly underrated gem of a Christmas movie. It's landlocked to a streaming service that you have to pay for, and it's one that has been subject to controversy, much of it. But that does not detract that Klaus is a must watch, even if you do gotta pay a little extra to see it. Anyways, what else is there to say? Oh, yes. Basically, to describe it to people who haven't seen it yet, it basically is the 21st century equivalent to Rankin Bass's Santa Claus is Coming to Town, in which both have the basic premise of it being the origin story of the legend or just the origin story of Santa Claus. Both go about it in different ways, with the Rankin Bass special going in more of a fantasy fairy tale route. Yeah. But Klaus treats it with much more realism, and it kind of also acts as sort of a way to be an origin story to the Christmas holiday as we know it. And it really plays into the story of the film, which I think is brilliant and simple. So let's get to that plot, shall we? The film takes place in 19th century Norway, which is the 1800s, about. Anyways, it focuses on a spoiled, self-centered brat named Jasper, who is the son of a royal postmaster general. And yeah, when his father enrolls him in the academy to teach him how to be a postman, he either deliberately fails or is lazy to do any tasks that are thrown at him, leading his father to give him some tough love and set him on an arduous task. Set up a post office on the island of Smeerensburg and post 6,000 letters within a year. If Jasper fails, he will be cut off from the riches he so desperately clings on to. And, yeah, to say that Jasper is kind of sent on a wild goose chase is an understatement because it turns out the people there don't really need a postal service because most of the, if not all of the island's inhabitants are comprised of two family clans who hate each other with a passion and really don't need a postal service to uh, tell each other how much they hate one another. So this resorts to Jasper accidentally teaming up with a local woodsman named Klaus. Pun not intended. Anyways, the two's accidental little alliance and new postal operation eventually turns the townsfolk not against each other, but starts unifying them through their children, of course, as they keep sending in letters to this mysterious Klaus figure, who was really just the woodsman, and the legend keeps building up. But the two heads of the feuding families, learn of this Klaus legend and fears it will get in the way of their glorious family feud that has been going on for generations. And yeah, it's basically just it's really in line with the Christmas season, and you I wouldn't say the rest of the plot, but that's kind of getting into spoiler territory for a let me check a 6-year-old film. So I'll just give my general thoughts on it in and well, anyways, it's a really good movie and really befitting of the Christmas spirit, where it's basically about someone becoming a better person in the most joyous time of the year, and also just how the most joyous time of the year came to be in one place, or if you really want to broadenize it, the whole world. And uh, you know what? I'm just going to get to the next segment where I talk about my thoughts on the film. I mean, what hasn't been said that has already been said about this film, man? The animation first. I mean, I think it is such a miracle that this film was animated in with in the traditional way, like hand drawn. You just don't see that nowadays. You just don't. And I truly do say this by all on all accounts, but we need more 2D animated films like Klaus, man. I know that Disney probably isn't going to do it, but maybe DreamWorks could. Maybe Illumination could. But anyways, the animation is just it's beautiful, man. And contrary to popular belief, and you probably already saw it in the title, yeah, it's actually hand drawn and it's not 3D with like a stylistic choices like Spider Verse. Klaus is 100% 2D animated, but there's lighting rigs and also there is stuff that is 3D animated, but it's majority 2D. And honestly, it just fools the mind into thinking what's 2D and what's 3D. And honestly, yeah, that's a great aspect of the film. The characters are really charming, kind of helped by the performance by some really passionate actors and even some big names too. I mean, J.K. Simmons as Klaus is, is perfect casting. Anyways, but everyone just brings something to the table, and there's just so much passion behind all the voice actors, and it's just something that you don't see nowadays, do you? Anyways, that's neither here nor there. The story and the themes are, yeah, they're pretty relevant, and they serve the narrative and also the holiday of Christmas pretty well. Now, there is a whole liar reveal scene that, and it's not really done to the best of the writer's ability. That's like the one major gripe I have about that film. But otherwise, I really love this film. What this film is trying to say, like, com- community, like, we are better as a community than we are as enemies. And like I said, it's just a modern version of Rankin Bass's Santa Claus is Coming to Town. But honestly, man, it just goes above and beyond. And the ending, even though I don't really cry during it, I still feel something. Feel something like tugs on the heartstrings. And honestly, it just it beautifully explains the whole legend of Santa Claus while also just being a really good movie. And yeah, those are my thoughts on Klaus. So, what are so overall, Klaus is a Christmas classic. Well, my golly, look at the time. I wanted to do a quick video for Christmas Eve, even if it's not really the most flashiest thing in the world. I just really wanted to do something to get out on Christmas Eve before I go on my big Christmas break, which is about 3 days before I get back to the grind of it. And I promise I'll give you guys some new content after that little Christmas break before the year ends, especially as kind of a recap of the channel and where I'm going to move forward with it. Anyways, what else is there? Oh, yes, Klaus. I think this film is very underappreciated, and it's a really good film. It it also it it just feels like it should have been in theaters, man. If this was in theaters, it would have probably had a really big impact. But who's to say if it would have had a big impact or not? But I, um, anyways, I gotta go. If you enjoyed this video and enjoy others like it, uh, why don't you just subscribe to this channel that I'm trying to build up? And also leave a comment on what you think of Klaus or just anything in general, but please keep it civil. Um, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends so that way they know that this guy is trying to uh, get known or just like spread some holiday cheer. And anything else? Nah, not really. Anyways, Merry Christmas. Long live the Skrills. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.